Hi there, thanks for dropping by my website and opting into this free video that describes all about what intuitive eating is and how you today can get started on your own journey to reuniting with your own inner intuitive eater. So I love the question, what is intuitive eating? Because it gets at the heart of what I do, which is to provide compassionate care for chronic dieters. You see, when we diet on and off for years, we can develop anxiety and tension with food. We can feel like at war with food in our minds that nobody else can see, but we can feel on a daily basis. And oftentimes this relationship with food is binary and hinges on a moral construct. For example, we can see foods as good and bad. For example, if we perceived a food like cake as bad, oftentimes because of low nutritional value, etc., when we see a food is bad and we eat that food, say we go to a birthday party and we eat cake, we can often view ourselves as bad for eating that food. Here comes the negative emotions like guilt and shame and resentment after eating that food. Ultimately, we find ourselves clinging to healthy foods and denying ourselves any bad foods that we perceive. And so a couple questions for you. Have you ever seen foods as good and bad? Have you dieted for years and have a slew of rules in your mind from these diets that you still try to abide by? Have you ever worried about how a certain food will affect your body in terms of weight loss, or weight gain? Intuitive eating helps resolve any of those questions that you might have, as it helps you heal the relationship that you have with food, and it helps build trust with your body so that you will never need to rely on food rules or diets again. And so I have a little exercise for you if you'd like to explore intuitive eating a little bit further. And this is to track and to build awareness of any food rules that you've been abiding by, either consciously or unconsciously. So what I encourage you is to get out a journal, get out a piece of paper, and to get out a pen. And throughout the day, please write down all of the rules that you abide by during the course of a day. So some rules might pertain to what foods you eat or don't eat, when you allow yourself to eat or not to eat, and how much food you allow yourself to eat. For example, cutting out carbs. This is a very common one that I see today. If you've tried specifically to cut out carbs or to fashion a meal without carbs, that would be abiding by a rule, deliberately took carbs out of a meal. Then, after you've looked at that food rule, ask yourself this question: would you like to abide by that rule for the rest of your life? The answer to that would be yes or no. So on that piece of paper throughout the day, write down all of the rules pertaining to what, when, and how much you eat, and if you would like to abide by that rule for the rest of your life. And I would love for you to email your findings to me if you'd like to share at nutritionwithalicia@gmail.com. Or you can also find me on Instagram at aliciabrown.rdn on Instagram, and you can DM me there as well. So share your findings with me. I would love to know what you thought of all of the rules that you abide by during the course of the day, and if you would like to abide by those rules anymore. And if you would like to explore intuitive eating further, yes, I'm here to support you in your journey. So if you'd like to work together, or to see what it might be like to work together, I encourage you to fill out the form on my website. That way, I will get a message that says you filled out my form, I'll review it, and I'll schedule a phone call with you if it seems like my program is a good fit to meet your needs. If there's any other way that I could provide support to you or encouragement on your intuitive eating journey, don't hesitate to reach out at nutritionwithalicia@gmail.com or on my Instagram, aliciabrown.rdn, and I look forward to touching base with you soon. Eat well, enjoy, talk soon.